watching David Graham Sports Report.
I'm watching what?
David Graham Sports Report.
Okay. What are you guys watching? You watching?
Basketball game.
Okay.
We all know that the diner has fantastic food. We know it's always hot, fresh, and fast to your table every day. But did you know that the diner offers Cupcake of the Day? Next time you visit the diner on Jacksboro Pike, be sure to ask for not only the luncheon special, but ask for the Cupcake of the Day. That's only at the diner on Jacksboro Pike, home of great food, great people, and great service.
Jellicoe was on the road at Coalfield Monday night, and we lost them both. The Lady Blue Devils have their talent, but they just can't put it all together for a full ball game, and it seems they lost at Coalfield 55-48. The boys, too, without any presence in the middle, lost to Coalfield 53-47, and they waited to play at home the next night against Cosby, but that game never happened as they had severe flooding in that area and Cosby couldn't get to the game, so they rescheduled it for February the 9th, and that will be a homie for the Blue Devils. In middle school basketball, Jacksboro Middle School was at home Monday night against Robertsville. It was homecoming, and we want to congratulate Miss Sydney Fields, who is this year's homecoming queen. Sydney is the daughter of Kevin and Jennifer Fields. Her attendants were from the 6th grade, Miss Drew Leach, from the 7th grade, Miss Morgan Simpson, and from the 8th grade, Miss Delaney Davis. Congratulations to all the beautiful young ladies and to all the handsome young men who escorted them out, and I'm sure it was against their will because they wanted to play some round ball. Up first, the JV boys lost 41-25 as Elijah Phillips led the boys in maize and blue with 10 points. Up next, the Lady Eagles took the floor and lost as well, 29-22 in a very good ball game here. Mackenzie Sieber led the Lady Eagles with 9, and Autumn Meadows had 5 in their losing effort. The boys lost too. Man, we just got all kinds of good news today, don't we? They lost in a close ball game to a very good Robertsville team, very talented, 37-30. Landon Reese had 10 points to pace the Eagles. Jared Ray added 7, and Eli Cross had 6. Now, on the flip side, La Follette Middle School was at home against Lake City Monday and won all 3 games. The JV boys won 37-23. Zach Rutherford led the Baby Owls with 6 points. Bryson Lettner had 5. Up next, Julia Powell and the Lady Owls beat down the Lady Lakers 36-19. Julia led the Lady Owls with 10. Carly Baldwin had 6, while Cassie Phillips and Isabella Luna had 5 each. Connor Boshears played. She didn't start for violating team rules, and she also failed to score. Now let's check on the boys' game. La Follette Middle School won in a ball game going away 44-19. Peyton Webb was the big man in the middle who got a lot of putbacks, and he accounted for 15 big points pacing the Owls, and Dallas Griffith added 10. On a little side note, it was 13-0 before the Lakers got their first basket, and that was in the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter, it was 18-4 Owls. At the half, it was 23-12 Owls. At the end of the third quarter, it was 32-16 Owls. And then there again, your final, 44-19. Now, of course, we're all waiting for the big game Thursday night when La Follette Middle School will travel to Jacksboro Middle School to take on the Owls. It's the Battle of the Birds 2 for 2013. And you can follow that game with Adam Smith on the call on the WLAF Sports Network on 1450WLAF.com.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area.
562-9370.
Thanks for watching my papa on WLAF.
We went to Elk Valley Tuesday night as they honored their 8th graders, and they also had a basketball game to play against the Wildcats of White Oak. The Elks lost both games. The Lady Wildcats beat the Lady Elks 40-25. Sierra Shelby led the Lady Wildcats with 16. Brittany Beverly had 8 for the Lady Wildcats. Now for the Lady Elks, they were led in scoring by Abby Hunley, who is the younger sister of Austin Hunley, and she had 16 big points in the losing cause. Now the boys hit the floor next. White Oak with Mr. Everything Ernie Dettori were looking to put away the Elks early. Now, if I told you that Ernie Dettori only had 1 point in the first half, you would have said they lost, but not so. They led at halftime 15-9. It started out like a blowout, like the Wildcats were going to put this one away early. They were up 9-2 at the end of the first quarter, but when the final buzzer sounded, it was White Oak 43, Elk Valley 36, and what turned out to be a real good ball game. And Ernie Dettori led the Wildcats with 15. Brandon Shelby had 10. Now for the Elks, Christian Moore had 10, and Austin Harris had 7. Now they will play in the district tournament starting up on Monday. They will get going at 10 a.m., as there won't be any school Monday. And Jellicoe High School is hosting this year's district tournament, and we'll get the schedule of all our local teams by Monday's sports report for you. Now, they were supposed to have basketball sign-ups at Jacksboro Middle School this past Saturday, but no one would let them in. The doors were locked. For weeks we have been announcing this, and as far as we know, it was all set, but someone, it seemed, didn't want another league in Campbell County. I don't know. I just know what I've been told. They didn't even unlock the doors to the place, and no one came down to explain why while we were there. We'll keep you posted on this, but we do know that they're going to have the sign-ups again this Saturday from 10 to 2. Okay, that's a real quick look at today's sports. We'll remind you to follow the Cougars and the Blue Devils right here on the WLF Sports Network at 1450WLF.com. Hey, stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.